It's all fair game. Anything that we do at Art Storefronts, happy to answer any and all of those questions. Been doing this for a long time, and we have, a little bit over 8,000 customers at Art Storefronts now, and I get to look at all of their data. So I understand what is actually working to sell art and photography rather than all of the nonsense you're used to hearing out there about do this, do that, market on Pinterest, SEO is important, and all the rest of it. So maybe we can start with Beth, actually. I'm going to find you, Beth, and I'm going to unmute you. So Beth says she's really struggling with how to make her website and then also the pricing side of the thing. Well, the good news with us is that we don't even let you build your website. We build it for you because understanding HTML and CSS and colors and fonts and GoDaddy and JavaScript and all the rest of it is nonsense. It's a waste of time for artists and photographers. It's not something you should ever deal with ever again. But the pricing, Beth, is a different story. So let's start at the very top. Have you sold art to people not named mom, dad, brother, sister, family, friends?
I've been working on building my site for a couple of years, but I've actually never launched or sold anything. I make art for everyone and I give it away.
Yeah.
I have a problem with sales because I'm like a creative and I don't like to charge people.
Yes.
So I run into now I'm just a broke, starving artist.
Yeah. So one path, the path you're on leads to having a hobby, Beth, and not having a business. So we have to fix that if that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now I've been trying to start it for 2 years, and I was a yoga teacher for 15 years, so I took the last 2 years to start it, and now I'm just broke because I haven't sold any of it.
Yeah.
I've never attempted to sell any of it though.
Yes.
I run into that am I good enough all the time.
Yes, totally normal. Totally part of the process. Everyone goes through that. Yeah. And you go through that, by the way, you'll go through that at several different stages of your career. So that's okay. The issue is that, and I see artists do this all the time, photographers too. It's like, what you want, what you need to do to get there. And what you've picked is the one thing that won't get you there, working on the website. And you've been working on it for 2 years, telling yourself you're busy, but you haven't made any forward progress, right?
I work 100 hours a week, I swear. And I'm like...
I know. I know. It's super frustrating. You need to sign up for and put a deposit down on a local area show or fair so that you're going. You need to put your art in some sort of a booth. It can be a table and a tablecloth if you want, okay? You can fake a garage sale if you want to. Fake a garage sale. Sell some other stuff at the garage sale and then make it mostly about your art and have some conversation with strangers and see if it will sell for less than free. For more than free, rather.
Do the farmers markets. I'm in Mount Hood or Hood River in Oregon in the gorge.
Beautiful up there. Love it.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And I wanted to be here forever. This is my crowd, my community. But so I did farmers markets and I made homemade dog treats because I live on a farm. And I did my art as a packaging and it sold out like crazy.
Boom.
But I don't know how to get my website up there because people are like, I want to buy your art. I want to buy your art, but I can't figure out how to price it and put it on.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let's start. When someone says, I want to buy your art,
yeah.
You have one thing to repeat here. I take cash, check, PayPal, Venmo, Visa, whatever you want to do. I've got Square here right now.
Yeah.
So you take it all and you're selling now. I can send you an article on pricing that's very, very good, but the website is not going to be the way of it. You sold probably what were awesome dog treats with beautiful art packaging on it, but that you don't know for sure that.
And I grew all the food.
Yeah, which is amazing. And that's a beautiful.
So it's how I got my art out there, and I love my dog. But then when people want to go to a site to buy my art, I don't physically have prints of it. I just have one. Because I just have all the originals. So I don't know how to go about putting it on a site and then selling it. Yeah,
I think step one, though, I'm not kidding, is go back to the farmer's market with just your art. No dog treats this time.
Last one was last week.
Okay, well then go to the next one.
I'm going to La Ventana and the Baja Peninsula for the winter, so there'll be markets all the time.
Yes, and art is a little bit hard of a time. What part of Baja did you say, just out of curiosity?
Half of Hood River goes to La Ventana.
Yeah.
I board all winter.
Yeah.
So it's basically all the people from here that are really rich that go there all winter. Yep. So it's the same people. It's just it doesn't snow, so I can do markets all the time.
It definitely doesn't snow, but it is extremely windy. That's all right. It's good for kiteboarding. Yes, it is. Okay, well you can try and sell it down in Mexico, but then I mean you're gonna have to go down there with all of that stuff, which is another thing. But not to say that's a bad place to be. I have I have a really in-depth article on pricing, and I call it Advanced Pricing Strategies for Artists and Photographers who are already selling. This is a very 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 good read, and it will deal with a lot of the psychological issues as well as the business issues that all artists have when it comes to pricing their work. This is like a major problem for everyone. Don't worry. I mean, I've literally had customers that are so timid and terrified of raising their prices that I've logged into their website at night, raised all of their prices for them, and said, "Don't worry about it. It's done."
Okay,
right? Like,
you can do that to my website.
Yeah. Sometimes that needs to be done. So it's that thing's in the chat. Read about it, but I think you should do a farmer's market. And if you want to try to do it in La Ventana, that you can do it too. But obviously, you're gonna have to take all your art down there with you. So maybe just create some down there and see. But it'll if you've already done the farmer's market thing and you've already sold the dog treats, you can sell your art. Just pretend that they're dog treats.
I know, because that's why I made the packaging with my art. I don't have a landing page for them to go to buy my art because I don't know how to make that landing page look good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to look good. That's not even part of the equation. So you're overthinking it. You need to go to the farmer's market, get set up, and do it.
Okay, there's a couple more in Hood River that I got offered a table on Saturday. So
boom,
maybe.
go.
I know. I don't know. Do I buy?
No, don't buy anything. Take everything you have and try and sell all of it, not for free.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm not good at sales.
Yeah, you are. You sold dog treats. You can do it. It's no different selling art. The exact same thing.
When I worked for Core Power, I knew, there'd be 50 people in my class because I had so many followers, but they were paying a company, so I didn't feel bad. But if I had to actually charge for myself, I'd be like, oh, he's free.
Yeah.
I gotta get together. Yeah,
you just pretend you're selling dog treats. Deal?
Okay. Right. Yeah.
And then email me back and let me know how it goes.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Beth. The psychological part of how to price your art and how to charge what you're worth, and especially how to raise prices, it's terrifying. It's like an endemic thing in this community, not charging enough or not understanding pricing or never setting your pricing up. And it's no one teaches you guys ever the business side of the equation. And you read that article that I sent on pricing. If you read that and you realize it's all just a maths formula, it's all a mathematical equation. You have to have prices from 0 to 100. You have to have non-wall artists part of the lineup. It can be anything. You have to have prices from 100 to 1,000, and then you have to have prices over 1,000. Once you get that set up, and I talk in depth in this article about how you go about doing that and how to contemplate your product lineup and what to potentially do to get there. Once you do that, it takes away so much of that fear and that trepidation and that, those pangs of self-doubt and self-worth and how do I charge and any of the guilt associated with that. It's all just a mathematical equation. That's all it is. It's easier said than done. I know, but you get there with a little help, a little poking, a little prodding, a little support from your friends, but very, very important. Okay, who else, guys? Questions? Amber was asking for the pricing article. I sent that to her. But what else, guys? What would we like to talk about? Yep, I got you, Ted. And then I think, Julie, did you raise your hand too? I can't tell. If you did, I'll get you next. Go ahead, Ted. You'll need to unmute. I'll let you know when you get it. Mic icon, bottom left-hand corner. It looks just like that.
There you go.
Yep, gotcha.
As I've been listening to you, I'm curious as to what additional equipment I need. I mean, I'm a computer amateur for all practical purposes.
Yep.
And so I'm hearing this and I'm looking at you. You've got earphones and you've got putting on some sort of shows and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And do that if you don't have a lot of the stuff I've got. And your website's fabulous. I mean, I'm very happy with the work you've done.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I am, a completed website, and now trying to move out and do these things you're talking about. Have no hesitancy in doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quite know how to get started. Don't know what equipment I need, and don't know anything about Instagram or any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Are you already a customer, Ted?
Yes, I am. I have a completed website that you'll help me do, and so I'm all set up in that regard. I'm at stage 2 or whatever stage that is beyond the website.
The hard part, right? When you have to actually start doing all the work and the marketing. The good news is you already have it. If you've got one of these, that's it. You need a computer and you need this. You don't need anything else. Literally nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah. So between the two, you have those two. You're good to go. You're off to the races. So that's what I would say. Number one. Number two. Early on, it can be super frustrating because you have to learn a bunch of stuff that doesn't come naturally to you, and that you're not a natural at, and everything else. I would explore what the agency has on offer to try and get you started quicker than you doing it on your own. But we have these weekly webinars internally that you can start attending where we'll teach you step by step. And your first year is going to suck. It's going to suck. It's not fun. You have to learn how to do a whole bunch of stuff. But the good news is that a whole bunch of people just like you are learning at the exact same pace. And so, yeah, you're going through it all together, right? Practically speaking, we need you to teach you how to capture emails, how to email those emails, right? How to post on Instagram, how to post on Facebook. Yes, how to run the live art shows. So we have the DIY education, right, that you can learn and do at your own pace. We have the classes that you can attend. We have support that'll always teach you how to do it. And then if you want to buy one-off services or recurring services, we have the agency. So it's really choose your own adventure and all of that. If you're literally like just getting started, it can be helpful to avail yourself of the agency services because they'll get you going a little bit quicker, and then you'll feel the wind at your back a little bit. But you don't have to. But you have to start learning how to do it, right? So if you
I would welcome the classes. I don't even know where you get the list of the classes or how you sign up for them and go through the process. I'm willing to walk before I run.
Wonderful. What I'll do, I'll have somebody reach out to you, make a note right now, and explain to you kind of where you should get started and what you should get going doing. But I want you to start attending office hours, which are on Tuesdays at what time zone are you in?
Well, I don't know. I'm still working full time. This is sort of a part-time thing, but I'll be retiring at the end of the year. So I'm looking.
Congratulations.
But I'd like to see if I can sell something between now and the end of the year to get an understanding of how it works and, what sells and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I am. And I get these notices from you periodically, but they often conflict with
with a day job,
a real-time job at this point.
Yeah. You can watch the replays after the fact, which is good. But just to give you like at a very high level, the only thing that matters between now and Black Friday, Cyber Monday is to get everything that you have together to be able to run your first sale. So I'm just saying that to say that you can just stockpile that away in the back of your head, and then I'll have somebody reach out for you today. Well,
I look forward to getting that, and looks like fun to me. So I'm ready to try to do it.
I love it. A huge congrats on retirement. It's awesome that you're already set up and you have a passion to go chase the minute you retire, right?
Yeah, I need to eat.
Yep. I love it, Ted. All right. We'll have somebody reach out to you.
Thank you. I'll remove myself from your screen.
Oh, thanks, brother. I love that. To be honest with you, it's like one of the things that makes me, quick side tangent here, but it's one of the things that makes me happiest for what you guys potentially have is like, a calling, for lack of a better term. Like, you can't turn it off, right? Like, if you love taking photos, you're never going to stop taking photos. If you love painting, you're never going to stop painting. But what's amazing is like, I love marketing. I'm good at marketing, but let me tell you, when I retire, I'm done marketing. I'm going to hang up my shoes for good, right? And for you guys, it's like you end up having this vocation that you can do for the rest of your life. And I remember, like, I don't know, 2 months ago now in one of these sessions, I had a 90-year-old come on, and he ended up signing up, but I don't think he should have signed up because I don't think he'd ever turned on a computer in his entire life. And so it's going to be a major struggle for him. But this 90-year-old guy was on one of these Zooms, told his story. He would have had to have had a computer. Maybe he was on his phone. I don't know, whatever. Somebody helped him get on the Zoom. And after he was done, another gentleman raised his hand, and he goes, tell that kid, like referring to the 90-year-old guy as a kid, tell that kid he's got plenty of time left. I'm 93 and I'm still going at it. And I looked at that and I was like, how profound and amazing is that? That, like you need purpose after you retire to keep you going. Like, the studies are like conclusive on that. And what a great thing to have, like a business and a passion that you can work at and continue to hack at and get better and, give yourself an extra reason to get out of bed in the morning. I think it's an awesome thing about the creative endeavor, if you will. But who else, guys? Questions? Comments, concerns? Do we about anything about anything? I can't tell, Julie, if you were raising your hand or not. Julie has like the farthest away like monitor to like desktop setup I've ever seen. She's like 12 feet behind it. I don't know how you're doing that with your eyes, Julie. That was like a special skill set. That's a special skill set. No joke though, guys. This Black Friday, Cyber Monday that's coming up is a big, big, big deal. All you have to do is get your. Well, if you're going to sign up, we're going to get you in a great shape because we're going to build the website for you, and then you're just going to be able to focus on your marketing. But for the rest of you, don't let it come and go without taking a crack at selling. Right? It's like, it is the number one time of year by far. And one of the things that we measure on our website is we measure what we call print revenue. And it's like anytime our customers get an order and it goes through our system, we measure that and we determine like, what's the best selling month. And I'm telling you, November is like 3 to 4 times what a normal month is. And it is 2.5 times bigger than October. And it is just a little bit bigger than December. December sort of tapers off at the very end as people are like, because most people don't ship till Christmas. And it doesn't even include sales of originals on there in this particular metric. So it's just a fantastic, fabulous month to be doing things. So that's what I would say. I'm going to take a couple of these comments. I know you're scared, Kathy, to do a live show. We're all scared at first. Have a friend buck you up. Sometimes white wine helps. Any support that you can get of any capacity, but you got to just do your first one. An SP, quick question. I did a live art show on Instagram and I noticed I couldn't turn my camera around. Which camera view should be used? Thanks. Love your talks. I just run all of mine like this. And so I just do the forward facing cam. Technically, I think the rear facing cam is better, but then you're not going to be able to see what's going on. So I would just do it like this. Just boom, turn it on, go like that. It doesn't matter. Like it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but that's okay. No one cares. SP. So just do more of them. Yeah. All right. What else, guys? Questions? Comments? Okay. I got you, Julie. I got you. Now I'm going to get to hear about this awesome computer setup that Julie's got going on here.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Right on. I'm in Tacoma, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Done some selling of art. Me not computer literate. I'm on another website, France. Haven't sold anything through them.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, Patrick, if I can have you. I saw an email of yours, like take over the website. Yeah. Can you take over them?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work that way. We don't work on other people's. Yeah. No, like you'd expect, right? Like.
Okay. No. Okay. That's good answer. Okay, that solves that one. Next thing is I didn't quite. Ted Brown is actually a music company. Ted, I play piano, But yeah, Ted Brown Music Company. There's such a thing. Hi, Ted. Anyway, where was it? His question, the Ted Brown, was the electronics or such. What do you do? You said Instagram, Facebook, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What exactly equipment?
In terms of equipment, you just need a cell phone and a computer. That's it. You don't need anything else.
I don't have a cell phone. Okay, and then just start doodly daddly, right?
You definitely need a cell phone. Do you not have a cell phone? That's amazing. That's great.
I'm the one lost soul on the planet.
Well, I think it's fantastic. I gotta affirm you on that.
I'm beyond old school.
You're likely better as a result.
I'm not sure because the hacking thing. But at any rate, I don't think I have any more questions. But I just went through my art room. I gotta sell this stuff, and I appreciate your work. And after you retire, I think you should still keep up with marketing because if it's a passion, it shall never die. Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. It'll just change.
God bless you. Thank you for your time.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Julie. I appreciate you saying that. And I really I have to think that you're probably much better off for not being tethered to one of these stupid things all day long like the rest of us are. So good on you for that one. Good on you for that one for sure. Yeah, so I'm getting this comment like SP. I don't understand. Like, look, if I gotta get rid of that. Get that up. Like, if I go live on Instagram, SP, and I hope you're watching this. I'm gonna do it right now. So if I press live there, let me get a piece of art. Hold on. If I go live, and I won't actually go live. If I'm holding my art up like that, it's not backwards, SP. It's regular, right? So, here it is. I'm holding it, and I'm talking about it. It's not backwards. That's right side up, and you can talk about it just like that. The camera is just taking it all in. So I don't understand what the issue you're having is. Something super strange going on there. But anyway, that's that. Let me get out of this. Okay. I can take the cell phone group off. All right, guys. What else? Questions, comments, concerns? Anyone else? While we're here, while we're rolling along. My shirt type is backwards. That's interesting. Is it? I don't think so. No, it's not. I'm looking at it. It's not backwards in the slightest. And if it is, Patricia, there's something weird going on your screen. I can read that clear as day. It says American Outlaws. On the live version, let me just see if it is. Sometimes what happens when you're doing Zoom, when you use Zoom to go live, is that it'll flip the image for you. And so sometimes that does actually happen. And it could be happening on this, but what he's talking about is going live on Instagram. And when you go live on Instagram, it doesn't do that. It doesn't flip it for you like that. So let me see. Okay, I can see the live right here. It's not for me. Let me just see. I'm curious about this. I'm doing this so I can see the text on the thing. It's delayed a little bit. Aha! See? Not backwards. So I don't know what's going on there. You're seeing something different than what I'm seeing or what I'm seeing live. But okay, what else, guys? Comments, questions, concerns? Do we leave it there? Appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. Hope you learned something. Yeah. And Black Friday, Cyber Monday is coming. Time to start doing some pre-marketing, getting ready. I'll be going live a whole bunch on Instagram, Facebook, talking about this, talking about it in future sessions. So if you guys want to come back, learn more about that, you certainly can. But I appreciate you guys spending time with me. Ted, I'm going to make sure somebody reaches out. So look for that. And thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you all on a future session.